They admitted to raiding caravans, and that's what I think is on your side. This is correct. Let's be honest.
Well, what's like gather? I get really hard knowing the pelts. It implies why I chose those spells, D'Artagnan. Just Bjorn, at the end, he spoke with me a bit, and I feel more safe with him. But there's obviously a lot more work to be done. And I think I'm keeping an eye on Korik at this point, as I have suspicions of him. But I
wink
subtly, yeah, wink. Aside from that, I'm ready to go. I've done everything that I needed to prepare.
Like, did you guys ever want to like sweet talk the Harpels and just magicking the ogres away?
I mean, that's where we're going right now, no?
Okay. Well, I hope we meet the one orchestral wizard that we met at the furry porno shack, whatever it was called.
The fuzzy quarterstaff.
There it was.
The furry porno shack.
It was a pretty weird name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuzzy quarterstaff.
I mean, because we did have like quite a night, so I'm hoping that like I can bring that up and use that. Either or, I'm ready to go.
Durden, you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We head out into the night. Is it still raining, Dart? Okay. So we head over to the Arpel Manor or wherever he has set.
The Ivy Mansion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you guys head over to the Ivy Mansion. You go underneath the bridge again, I assume?
Yeah.
Everyone walks underneath the bridge. Where are your guys' horses?
I believe we just stabled them.
Yeah.
At the was there something at the inn?
Yeah, all the inns have stables.
Yeah, so that is where our horses are.
So at the stables of the Ivy Mansion?
I believe so. No. At the stables of the inn that we've been at.
The Fuzzy Quarterstaff?
Fuzzy Quarterstaff, yeah.
That's in the Ivy Mansion.
Okay.
Oh, okay, then yes, that's where our horses are.
It's like the Ivy Mansion's kind of like 3 buildings pushed into one.
Gotcha.
One of those buildings is the Fuzzy Quarterstaff.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that's where our horses are.
Felix. Felix is on your shoulder, Bjorn. And you guys approach. There is a man at the door of the main building to the Ivy Mansion, not the Fuzzy Quarterstaff, that notices you 4 approaching and makes a gesture for you to come closer.
I do so.
He says, Ardenek Harpel has been awaiting you 4. Please follow me.
Very well. Are you part of the Harpels, or?
He shakes his head. I'm just an apprentice. Just
they taking students?
When the students show enough promise, or if they have enough coin.
Which one were you?
Promise.
No, that's a lie. He was all coin.
Korik knows because he's already been in that man's pockets.
Probably. So you 4 are led in to the Ivy Mansion.
Yeah.
And it's quite ornate inside. It's very... there's a lot of trinkets, pictures, valuable goods all over the place.
Like a magical deer skull, perhaps?
No magical deer skulls. But lots of silver, other valuables like that. As you all enter here, you feel like the hair in the back of your necks kind of stand up a little bit, just from the strong magical presence that this area kind of drips from the way you've been manipulated so heavily around it for so long. You detect like a magical aura kind of around the whole place, but you don't see very many specific magical items.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast detect magic, and I'm gonna keep it on just in case something comes out of place. I already assume that there's gonna be a lot of magical things here. Just if anything stands out, tell me.
Gotcha. All right.
Just maintain it.
So nothing stands out too much as you go up. Although there's one piece of artwork that radiates a bit more magic than others. But you notice it down a hallway that you do not go down. The doors are open and cracked a bit. You take a peek down it, just perhaps circumstance led to you seeing it, but you see a magical piece of artwork. However, that is not the way you were going. You continue further up into the mansion, and eventually he leads you to the spiral tower that juts up from the middle of the Ivy Mansion. And he says, continue on, and Ardenac awaits you at the top.
Very well. What was your name, young apprentice?
He says that his name is Illusin.
Illusin?
Illusin. And he is, in fact, Elven.
That was a name for my game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Arctur's fake name.
Yeah.
Artur? You're elven now?
Hey, man, cut the cross-character metagame, alright? None of that shit going on over here.
But his character did so much damage with that weapon.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah.
Oh, I proceed upwards.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Going up the tower?
I would
Yeah,
follow
definitely.
her lead.
Cool.
Hands to myself.
Alright, so everyone heads up.
Yep.
The actual tower itself seems to go on for a lot longer than you would have previously thought. Just looking at how big it was from the outside, it looked like it was maybe 250 feet tall. But the amount of stairs you go up leads you to believe much, otherwise. It does not feel like 250 feet. It feels like 500.
Oh, they couldn't magic it to make it like 3 steps.
No, Korg, you are exhausted by the
Yeah,
time
I
you get to the
just
top
give
of these
up and
stairs.
die.
As I see
Quite like
Ulrich struggling, because each of these steps is the height of him, I'll carry him.
You carry him, you find you are overload. Now you cannot move very fast either.
The dwarf carry us both.
Yeah, I just pick them both up, start dragging them up the stairs. And they're like just hitting the steps as they go.
I'll hand Ulrich to the
I
dwarf.
cast a spell magic on the tower. No. Alright, we get to the very top, and if there's a door, I'll knock on it. It just came to me.
You knock on the door. You have 3 exhausted companions behind you. It opens on its own.
Ulrich
Eerie
should be perfectly fine because he was carried up like 150 of those steps.
You're right.
Bjorn, I'm trying to listen to the door open. Alright. Looking inside, is the area lit?
Just like that. Yeah. The area is lit. There is some light coming from some candles inside. I mean, you can see anyway. The whole area that's lit, and it's this really large circular chamber that houses many bookshelves on the walls where there are no windows, but there are a couple windows that jet out to the cardinal directions and some other areas. There is a large desk kind of pushed against the back on the far end from where you are, and Ardenac Harpel, the handsome man he is sitting and scrawling some notes with his large feather quill. Looks over his shoulder as the door has opened. He says, "Oh, please come in. I'm just finishing up some notes."
Are there
Walk in.
any windows in the room?
Yes,
Cool.
there's
look out one.
windows that go to each cardinal direction,
I'll go look
and a
north.
few. Yeah, you look north. It is dark outside.
Do you get travel sick without traveling? Where you have to look out into the distance? Have you ever had that? Where when you're driving on a coach, because I get travel sick, I often get recommended to just look out the window.
Yeah,
Don't get
look at the
motion
horizon.
sick. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. Don't know
It's
why,
just-
but
Have you never read a book on a long road
dude,
trip?
I always do.
Yeah, I mean, it's Scott's like he's not used to living above ground. That's what's up.
I'm gonna approach the desk on the other side, and I'm gonna eye this room cautiously. Detect magic is still on. Is there anything that is out of
Lots
place?
of magic. Some of the books are even magical.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I just rip a book off the shelf and just start reading it.
Okay. Cork rips a book off of the shelf. Cork, roll me a d20.
All right, this is how I die. A 16. 16 arrows.
All right, you pulled fine. You get some obscure book on the proper ways of cooking seafood.
All right.
A language that you can barely understand. Like the comment is really strange. They use different words for different things.
It's just like a cookbook.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
As I'm approaching, I'm like looking around, gazing to see if there's anything extremely magical in this room. And as I'm doing so you've seen the issue that we proposed to the council. What is your take on this?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that you are as worried as the rest.
He chuckles a bit as you mention the council. You see that his staff is probably the most magical thing in the room, and he has a few magical auras on specific places on his body. And he has, an interesting magical aura himself, but nothing stands out too badly. And he turns to the group and says, "Yes, that farce of a meeting that was. It was interesting, but not unexpected. Tell me, you four, what interest have you in this little town?"
To be honest, initially it was simply a girl looking for her brother that interested me, and kind of has spiraled out of control since then. As we found out that that Blue Sigil mercenary company has been attacking the caravans.
Yes, the ogres off to the east. They've been here for some time. The Gostels don't seem to mind their presence, but from what I gather, you have figured out as much on your own.
Makes me wonder
Go ahead.
If I was questioning the wrong person.
Perhaps. I wouldn't have called her out so blatantly in the public as you have, but we will just have to see what her reaction is, won't we? I will tell you this now, Harriet Gostel is not a woman to make an enemy of. But perhaps you have already made that error.
I mean, what's the worst she could do? She's pretty old, right?
You should not mistake someone's physicality for their power.
Well, I mean, that's true, but what's the worst she could do?
Oh,
probably kill us.
Perhaps.
Was she a wizard?
He smiles as he looks over at the book that you're reading, and he says, "So, all of this because some young girl had an unfortunate time in her life. How interesting indeed."
Well, that's what it seems to boil down to.
So what do you four plan on doing in this situation?
And so then I say, I just want to find Henry and move on.
Henry. That name is not familiar to me. What does Henry have to do with any of this?
It's not familiar?
Is the boy that went missing.
Hey, why are you not speaking broken?
Because I'm speaking in Sylvan. Get wrecked, Nick. Get wrecked.
There you are, clueless.
I have no idea what they're saying, then I can't interrupt.
Yeah. But he asks that in common. He asks who Harry is. He's letting Cam speak in Sylvan, but he's talking in common.
Gotcha. Young boy. He belonged to. Okay, I don't remember the family name. Did we get a family name for them?
No.
No. Henry and Missy, they owned a farm, or their parents did at least, and their parents died, and they were friends with the Gostells. They took the two kids in when their farm was burnt down, and a week or a month ago or so, Henry left, and a week afterwards, they kicked Missy out of the house.
Friends of the Gostells. I'm not sure if anybody can be considered a friend of the Gostells.
Hey,
except for perhaps the Blue Sigil.
what's going on with you and the Gostells? Spill your beans.
What would you like to know?
I mean, you seem to not like the Gostells. What happened to make you hate them so much?
Oh, I simply observe. We, Harpels, have a large amount of respect in this community, but I would never be so bold as to say that we're the ones who call the shots around here.
But you could if you wanted to.
Perhaps. But intervening in affairs of that nature have lost interest for us. The town will do as it will and ignore the advice of some meddling wizards, for they do not understand.
They most likely will march to their deaths if they decide to fight versus them, and that is what one of the families is looking to do.
Which is why I must ask again what you plan on doing.
We need to get the jump on the meeting tomorrow. As far as it goes, I have a feeling that Harriet will not let what we said stand by, and she'll, in turn, make us seem like lunatics. Perhaps she has some dirt or something on us that will make us look like bandits or something. I kind of shrug. We don't necessarily have a concise plan of what we're going to do. Simply cutting them off from the Gostells would be a start, and then follow this up with making them in such a position that they cannot provide for their entire keep. Seems like the most logical plan. Perhaps intimidation, as the leader seems to be intelligent. If we threaten them enough with the force of maybe an army that we don't have, maybe with somebody that has the power to provide, or in theory provide an army, give this speech to them.
Their leader, name again, sorry? Ardenac.
Mog? Oh.
Their leader, Mog, is very intelligent for an ogre. He just wants to survive, and it seems like he only does these raids on the road when there's no business. As I've said.
That is what he told you, is it?
What he said.
Yep.
Oh. I imagine an ogre in his position would say just about anything to stay under the radar.
What's radar?
The watchful eye of interested members or people of this region.
Sorry.
It seems that, unless I'm mistaken, most of the caravan raids do not happen until they do not have work, though, from the information that we have gathered, unless you have something else. I'd try to not be as blunt, but perhaps that is the best way. If you and your family oppose the Harpels here, or Gostells, and even intimidate the Blue Sigil, that might have enough power behind your words to make them step down. We ourselves don't possess that much power, and if we were to act upon our own, the only real way for us to deal with this is to actually assault the keep, which is not a possibility.
Not a possibility currently.
Ooh.
I will not risk bringing my family into the forefront for this matter, for it does not affect us. However, I will caution you that if you go to that meeting tomorrow without doing anything tonight, then you will not like the outcome. Harriet has been shamed and embarrassed by what you have done inside of her own home. I guarantee you she is working tirelessly to make sure that her voice is the one that is heard tomorrow.
Oh, I figured that as well. Do you have any idea where we could start?
I have some options. And he opens up a drawer in his large oak desk.
I'm just gonna
And he pulls
offhandedly
out.
say, hopefully one has to deal with the forest.
He pulls out 6 satchel bags, and as he delicately puts them up onto the table that is between you two. And he spreads them out. He says, "These are not to be used lightly. However, if you can find a use for them in this situation you have found yourselves in, then perhaps you will not need an army." He looks over to Durden and he says, "Come forth. You may be familiar with the mechanisms of these nature."
Okay, I stumble over.
He opens up the satchel, and you immediately recognize this. I mean, you are not a mining dwarf, but you know of things like this. This is an explosive satchel with enough charge in it to make quite the explosion.
Oh.
He's given a C4, pretty much.
We turn it around, we make this an evil campaign, we just simply set all these charges in the actual meeting room. Fuck you, Harriet!
He says, "Yeah, I'm sure you could find a use for these. However, I would warn you that the explosion that will come and the devastation that will occur will be magnificent."
I love it. So, do you think that you could do better than the other family?
I have no interest in running this town.
No. Well, do you care about the people?
The people kind of shrugs. Says they have their uses, and
I mean, you just want to hang out here in your tower and read
it would be
cook
a
stockfish?
shame if they were to perish or to fall. However, the current deal that they have set up with the Blue Sigil seems to be working organically. Who's to say an ogre's life is any more worthwhile than a human's? I, however, do not want to see this
I was going to say
region.
Durden would.
Yeah.
I would.
He looks over at you and doesn't say anything. Says, "I do have an interest in not seeing an army come to this region and mucking up the place."
It seems that in this scenario, then, we would be doing you a favor by doing this for you. Setting up these charges and maybe incapacitating the Blue Sigil. Or even going over to the town center and outwitting Harriet, which I think is still perhaps a possibility if we can find enough information about her and a connection between her and the Blue Sigil. I have a personal interest. You are a mage and your family is very well renowned around these lands. I would ask to look upon your spellbook if we are successful.
Ho ho ho! Now that is quite the request. If you are successful, then perhaps we can have a discussion in private about my spellbook.
Give him a slight nod.
Hey, what about the rest of us? We're gonna be blowing up this ogre keep for you.
Kind of like looks over at you and like narrows his eyes. He
I give him a
says,
wink.
"Please be on your way now, unless you
What?
have something else to discuss."
Durden?
I missed a lot of that, but shrug.
Well, alright. Keep your books about fish.
I get up, and I guess I'll take one of these satchels. He gave us 6, right?
Yep.
All right. So, as I'm beginning to walk away, I would glance back and, you know what I am?
He nods. He smiles. He says, "Be sure to keep that a secret.
That is how I
People
live.
in these parts are afraid of what they do not understand."
I'm quite used to this. I come from I'm sure you know what that implies.
He seems to like have an interesting reaction to this, but he doesn't say anything.
We will see you again soon.
Oh, before we leave, I still have my mandolin. It's magical, and we are in a quite good wizard's house. I would ask him, so since we're gonna be doing these for you, could you do me at least one favor before I leave? Could you tell me what's going on with my mandolin?
All right. He looks down at it and looks up at you and says, "If you are successful, I will take a look at your mandolin."
Why do you increase the steps on these towers, by the way? Just aesthetic effect?
Oh, I have never noticed.
Really?
He smiles and goes back to start taking notes.
All right, I won't dispel it. All right, I go down the stairs.
I really want to Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I wait until everybody's out of the room. But I'm gonna ask him one last question.
I really would have hoped, while they were talking.
You don't even speak the language. We don't understand you. Just ask
Yeah,
them.
I know.
Everyone's here and ask them to
He's
speak
answering in common, so.
All right.
Yeah, what are you asking?
I say, I'm not used to being in cities, in towns, as you probably know. I was raised by a spirit in the forest. I was told she was close a couple days ago when I was leaving a town up to the north. And we've spent almost 2 nights in this town. Would you know of her whereabouts?
He gives you an interested look. He says, "This creature, what did it look like?"
They easily put a gigantic wolf with antlers.
His eyes kind of go wide and he's looking at you a bit differently. He says, "No, I do not know of any such creature's whereabouts."
I just nod and walk out. Go back down the stairs.
I'm waiting at the bottom of the stairs for him because I left first, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wrote in his book that Court rules.
Oh, I grabbed any leftover satchels.
There we
by the
go.
way.
Okay, you guys take all the satchels.
As we get down to the bottom, I'm gonna look back, and it seems that we can do a couple of things here. If We want to go and destroy the Blue Sigil tonight before the meeting takes place. We can do so. And we will simply fix this problem by ourselves without having to include the town. I'm not exactly sure what the town will actually be able to do by themselves, even if they don't make a bad decision. They can't themselves bring an army here and fight them off. There will be casualties. That is the most direct, but the most... In the long term, I believe that is going to be the most damaging to our reputation.
Perhaps.
Because instead of going to the...
Perhaps in morning we can convince to take small force to Sigil to make explode.
We need to do this by ourselves. Harriet is not going to... the way that... I don't know what Harriet will get on us, but she will definitely get something. If it's something as minute as forcing me to take off my mask, which isn't minute, that will be a disaster for us. Or if maybe she has something on you guys, Durden, Korik, Bjorn, whatever it is, she will...
Remembering the talk that we had before this meeting, I say, me and Korik do something not good earlier.
That nobody needs to know about. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal.
I look down, or I look up at Bjorn. What did you do?
Remember trap near tree?
I nod.
Human caught. Korik throw rock.
I give you this. Oh, you can't see it. I kind of glare down upon you, Korik. I say, why would you do this?
Well, that guy, he stole my scimitar when I was assaulted.
You mean the scimitar you threw out of your room?
It was stolen, I'm sure.
It's not stolen. We found it in the cave. We stole it first. It's not your possession.
They weren't using it. I mean,
Gotta glare down. If she finds out about this, which she most definitely will, this is something that they will root out and cause us as villains in this. You realize this, right?
well, I mean, we could just sneak into the keep and blow it up and then just be out of here.
Yes, but do you understand what I'm saying? We need, if we could do both, that is most beneficial for us, because not only do we fix the town's problem, but we get a good reputation through the town. If they paint us as criminals, that is going to spread. I highly doubt that someone like her only has connections in this one small hamlet. It probably ranges, and as soon as that information gets out to others, we are going to be in some deep shit.
I mean...
if leave now, get there in morning, destroy keep, ride back town, be hero, no worry about rock throw.
That is unless Harriet manages to convince everybody that the Blue Sigil is not in fact attacking the caravans.
If think should bring Brekden. He won't fight.
I mean, who's to say that?
Help.
I mean, who's to say that we don't take care of the Blue Sigil problem and blame Harriet, saying that Mog was in cahoots with her. If she's gonna blame us, why don't we blame her?
Isn't the whole point of this is to gain the reputation?
Oh.
If we go and destroy the keep and blame it on them, then they'll get all the rep.
No.
Go destroy keep. Need not group there to prove.
Look, we are under... We agree on one thing at least, that we need to go and destroy this keep, correct? With the satchels that we have?
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. we have 6 in total. 1 will be used to destroy that secret passage out of the keep, or perhaps, fuck. Perhaps I can sneak in there, and then place some satchels inside, and 1 will be needed to use to destroy the exit. 1 will be needed to use to destroy the moat, so they cannot get out, and then the rest we can actually use on the ogres or something and cause havoc.
Destroy bridge first, so can't escape.
Well, that's why we're destroying the exit and the.
But still think need take someone not group, so can prove.
What are we proving?
That we destroyed the keep.
If Harriet convinces them that the keep itself is
in middle of day and say destroy keep, still take time to have human ride out and check. If we take Brekdan, he can prove he on council.
Or we could just bring the Mog's head.
Hey.
Unless we explode.
To bring head, need to kill Mog with arrow, with sword.
Okay, let's just take a vote. Are we gonna take Brekton then? The worry that I have is once we get back, if Harriet somehow convinces the council that the Blue Sigil is actually their friend and not their enemy, and then we come back, we have destroyed their keep, their ally, and then everyone hates us. That's my personal worry. But regardless, shall we take Brekton then? Let's cast a vote. Durden, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Cork?
You could, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So we are breaking Brekton. Let's go to his house, get him, and then leave right away, as we need to get back to town before this meeting comes to pass.
Half-day ride. Not be back until almost noon.
A half-day ride.
Out there, and then we have to have a half-day ride back, so it's probably we won't be back for
10 hours,
a day.
right?
I mean, 12 hours is half a day. I mean,
like half of a day, man. Half of a traveling day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 10 hours or so. So we'll be back by morning.
Okay.
Yeah, we go and we seek Brekton. I stop by and with Mr. Illison and ask, hey, so you're apprenticing under him. How long have you been doing so?
Oh, I've been apprenticing for about 30 years.
Holy shit, I thought this guy was young.
Wow.
Oh, he's an elf.
You did buy your way in.
Elves don't reach adulthood until 110.
Gotcha. Oh, must have learned quite a few of his tricks. You have your own spellbook, huh?
He smiles and he says, yeah, he's taught me 6 spells.
Yeah, which would those be?
So he kind of smiles, he looks over at you and says, a wizard never discusses his spellbook.
Does he have a spellbook on his person?
Do you wish to...
Yeah.
I have a challenge for you.
He's got like a tome that kind of hangs from his side that is looped around a chain that disappears under his robes.
I have a challenge for you then. I also am practicing the arcane.
He seems much more interested in you now.
I have a proposition. As you said that there are 2 ways to enter the into this academy. One is through skill and one is through gold. If you want to test your skill versus somebody that, against me, you show me 1 spell from yours and I'll show you 1 spell from mine. Whoever can master it faster wins. You get the access to mine and I get the access to yours. I think it's a good trade.
I show you yours, you show me mine. Show you mine, you show me yours. He thinks about it. He says, I would have to prepare different spells. Perhaps tomorrow?
All of the spells are like charm stranger that enters the tower.
Sure. Tomorrow is good.
Okay.
The spell is like kill demon. Nick tries, kills himself.
No. Detect, like, fiend or something he casts. It's like, wait a minute. Alright. Cool. I have a semblance of what actual spell books look like. I don't actually have one. Okay,
What?
so don't worry about it.
Do you learn spells through like tomes? Because if you don't, it might be a problem.
No, I learned spells in a much different way. It's through a blade bond that, regardless, we'll discuss it later. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the horses. You guys go speak with Brecton. Tell him what's going on.
Maybe best if
Oh,
I go
fuck,
to horses, you go speak.
I whisper, I need to prepare different spells just in case.
Alright, we'll all go together, everybody hold hands.
I
I like holding hands.
go get horses
just
first.
simplify it.
Right there.
Simplify it. We just all go to Brecton.
Yeah.
Okay.
On horses, because
Knock.
Well, we can't split up anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Knock on his door.
I'm just finishing this map since you guys are planning on going here.
Oh, hold on, I've got to put the second beholder inside Drecton's house.
Alright. Did I give Brecton a last name?
Yeah,
I know he's one
Feldrin.
of the main families.
Feldrin.
Yeah, Feldrin.
Brecton the beholder.
Brecton, behold.
Feldrin. Where is the
Brecton the
Feldrin
Boule.
house?
Brecton opens it. He is like only wearing his pants, and he's like sweating and shit. And you see Harriet Gostel in the background, and like Brecton.
Oh,
The plot twist.
Alright.
Coric's like, high five!
You go down to the Feldrin family home. You knock on the door. You ask for Brecton. You get some kind of. You don't get one of the Feldrins. You get one of their help. But they go and tell Brecton that you're requesting an audience with him, and comes out still looking like the mountain man that he is. You know, big, strong, burly, gruff, big beard, salt and pepper beard. He looks upon you for you and he grunts. He says, "Ugh. What do you troublemakers want? Gonna go attack the keep?"
hell yeah.
You impressed interest in fighting.
Only good ogre's a dead ogre.
I agree.
We're
Yeah.
willing to compensate you here.
He smiles,
Travel with us.
turns around, gets this gigantic battle axe that is like the blades, like longer than Cork. Like if you set the battle axe down, it would be taller than Cork.
Okay.
I look at him and say, I've seen bigger.
Detect magic is still on.
There's no magic about this battle axe.
Damn
It's
it.
just
It's
enormous.
giant.
Yeah. And he kind of looks down at Cork and he says, "I bet you haven't been split in two by bigger."
I've
That's a fair
never been
assessment,
split in
sir.
two.
And he kind of he narrows his eyes and he says, "Then I'd watch that mouth of yours."
I bet you never split a book in two. Oh!
He swings the battle axe at you.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
It was playful.
I'm getting out of the way because I'm standing right next to Coric.
Can I block it? Since I'm next to him, could I roll a defense?
This is catching everybody by surprise. Cork, are you jumping out of the way?
Okay.
I thought I was being playful.
Yeah, roll to fight danger at a -1.
Alright. Is this Dex?
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to
I got
actually
this.
roll that yet, but that's 10 with the -1.
Yeah, you stumble out of the way and you like end up falling off of the deck that you're on, and then you notice that where the axe lands was actually right next to you, and it wouldn't have actually hit you. And he gives a big belly churtle.
I'm on the ground covered in mud, almost dead, and I just laugh my face off because that was awesome.
Yeah. And he looks at you for and says, "Well then, what's the plan?"
We'll fill you in on the way.
Aye.
I think you'll like it. We're gonna blow the whole place up.
Yeah, he smiles at that. His dark eyes kind of glittering a little bit. Says, "I'll get my horse." And he stomps off. So
you gotta get one of his axes, man.
Hey, I have an axe. I hold up
don't-
a one-handed axe.
this axe makes you feel impotent. You feel like you need a bigger axe. Okay, so you guys come out with your horses that you got from Danzig. You meet him outside his home. He is on this gigantic war horse that is probably like 4 or 5 inches taller than Kojak's. Kojak's is a big horse. And the horse is like, it has like a banner on it and a little bit of armor here and there for barding. And the banner is of the Felderin clan. He has this big axe over his back, and he's in this banded mail and this big horn helmet's on his head, and he seems to be chewing something. He says, "Well, let's go."
Does the horse react to me at all, or is it trained enough to not give a fuck?
Yeah, no horse doesn't give 2 shits.
Awesome. As we ride, I guess I'd fill him in on at least my plan. There's one satchel at the gate to blow that up so that it can't cross the water. One satchel at the secret entrance that we were told about by the prisoners. And then the rest will be used in actual combat. And we will...
Maybe used to blow up main office, training ground, where make sword.
Alright, so when you bring up the fact that you have explosive satchels, he's like, "What? Let me see."
Yeah.
I hand him one.
Don't blow it up.
I
looks at
move
it,
a good
kinda-
50 feet away from him at this point.
He's like looking at it, and he's like tossing it around, holds it out, and he like squints a bit, and he says, "Where did you get this?"
I hold my hand to give... For him to give...
If you plan on keeping your limbs.
Sneak in. It is night. Maybe none of them are awake. Or maybe our little guy over there can. I'll place these satchels inside and we will blow them up all at once.
Maybe,
Hey, I'm not that little.
maybe-
Oh, you mean him?
Maybe leave sneak to me. Can camouflage self.
I'm also pretty quiet.
Natural environments, Cam.
I don't
keep
think
is
you
not
can
a
play
natural
it through
environment.
behind you.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm like, there's trees inside.
Cam's
of it,
like-
but
I hope they don't see me.
Yeah.
Yoga's just like,
yeah,
"Ugh."
my bad.
Bjorn goes
I mean-
flying over the wall.
I mean, fellas, I am quite small. I'm pretty quick.
The only
They'd probably
worry I-
eat you if they saw you.
the
All
only
the more
worry I
reason to
have-
hide.
The only worry I have is if you get caught, I am the one that will be able to escape.
Well, why don't we all just...
They have humans among them, right?
Dartwood, I know that ogres have like really good noses.
Fuck no.
No? Okay.
No, they don't have good noses.
I
Are you
say,
kidding me? Fucking. You think they're jungle cats?
No, I'm saying if they smell
Ogres.
Korik, we're fucked. Because he's gonna be found out instantly.
I can go
you
in.
Smell anything over the stench of their own assholes.
I can go in and pose as a recruit. I have spoken with that one before, and sorry, Dart. How do I know when the effect of Charm Person ends? Do I know that they know that they were under the effect of a spell, or are they still friendly to me? What exactly happens? Would I know that he'd be super pissed at me for revealing everything that he did?
Well, you do know that Charm Person is not foolproof.
Yeah.
It just makes them trust you or see you as an ally. That does not mean that they're going to disclose all of their information.
No, that's fine. I mean, I used it on him before. How is he going to react afterwards if I meet him
As far
again?
as that goes, it kind of varies. If you cast it on Ardenak, he would know. If you cast it on Bjorn, he probably wouldn't know.
So this ogre probably doesn't know unless he has spellcasters, but I mean, someone that doesn't know.
I mean, if you
Would they
cast it on
find out?
Durden, he'd probably know.
Yeah.
might-
But I'm just trying to figure out the mechanics of this spell. So, if I get there and I meet him up again, and he didn't know, would he still have a little bit more positive feelings towards me, or would he return back to his natural state?
I mean, he wasn't hostile to you in his natural state. So,
Okay. Well, that's another option. I mean,
because you don't know the guy super well, it's hard to gauge how he's going to react. Because you don't know how the spell affects every certain kind of person.
Yeah. I can try to go in there and pose as a recruit and then do this, or I can sneak in through their back entrance and place these charges. I shrug. It's a possibility. Otherwise, we can just explode the exits and then pick off anyone that tries to sneak.
Fucker.
I
What?
can take care of bomb.
The map
on,
didn't save. Oh no, yeah, it did. Never mind.
I can take care of bomb on bridge. I say sneak in, place bomb in office, and where make swords, and one in secret passage as leave.
Dart?
Yep. So,
I was going to ask something I totally don't remember now. Never mind.
I mean, are we gonna blow up the walls too? How do you want to do this? Do you
No,
want to
we
put some
want
on
to
the-
trap them in there with I'm assuming the fire and stuff that's gonna be going everywhere.
Oh yeah. How do these satchels actually work? On a time release or what?
yep, time release.
Okay.
I guess me and Darren will just hold hands.
Or
How
if they're violently jostled, they're gonna blow up.
Oh God, I'm glad I got
Like,
50
if-
feet away from him as he was throwing
Like,
it
if
up
you're not
in the
careful-
air.
If they're crushed by something, they're gonna explode. Like, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, like inside of these so I guess I should explain. Inside of these satchels, there's a lot of vials that contain different liquids.
Okay.
And they are separated until the moment that it needs to detonate. They all mix together. Boom.
Cool.
Okay.
So essentially, what I'm saying is put one in their forge, put one in Mog's office, and one in the secret passage as you leave. And I'll put one on the gate or their drawbridge.
Okay.
I don't know what did me and Darren do. I wanted to help, but I feel like I don't know. Erlen's just got magic and does everything, and we'll just hold hands.
I mean, ideally, you could go in if I wasn't here. It's just if you get caught, you're screwed.
Whereas she can blink maybe once if she rolls poor enough.
If I roll not shit. that
I
would be
mean, there's a
6.
chance that both of you are gonna get fucked if you go in alone. It's always a chance that's gonna happen.
Erlen more so.
Wait,
All right, you guys got a plan?
I guess, yeah.
Well, I mean, no one's responded to my suggestion, so I don't.
I'm gonna use the
No.
bathroom real quick.
I
Finalize
did-
your plan.
I did respond. I
okay.
agreed.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, if shit goes down, though, I mean, I'm getting out of there.
Yeah.
And I think that one of you guys should stay at the outside entrance of this, or you guys should come with me to the outside entrance. That being said, it's going to be a little bit weird getting up there. We have to stop our horses, maybe behind trees or something, and then walk the rest of the way, or prone walk or some shit, so that they don't see us.
What's a
I didn't hear
prone walk?
most of that plan.
Don't.
Prone crawl. prone.
I'll write it out for you, man. Because your mic is cutting out still, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's shit.
I mean,
don't
we
know
can
what
hear
it-
you.
Yeah, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. It's weird. I get it's saying on the right that your internet connection is affecting your call. I don't know why it's doing this now. It's weird.
Yeah.
No, I have the same thing, but I can hear everyone fine.
I don't-
It's,
Yeah.
internet connection is bad.
I think that it might be my mic, but I don't know. I don't.
I mean,
it might be.
I think it's who's hosting the call, Nick? You are, I would assume.
Dart.
Dart is. Oh,
Dart.
yeah, I don't know then.
Okay, so I'm
whatever.
going in through the back. You guys are going to be standing at the back. You're going to the front, Bjorn,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be placing satchels inside. This is a terrible idea, but whatever. I'll be placing satchels inside, and yeah.
Well, I mean, if we were to blow up like their secret entrance and their drawbridge, they're still alive on the inside, so it wouldn't really do much.
I know it's very hard. Like even if I wasn't going in there, like the only reason I'm even willing to go in there is because I have blinks. Like if we didn't have me and Korik, you suggested that you wanted to go in there, I would just say no because you're 99% chance you're gonna die.
Look, you don't know that.
I mean, it depends. Everybody's probably asleep in there.
I know
except
this
for
type
people
of
on
stuff.
The wall.
I know the type of game that Dart is running and the type of games I know,
Hey,
and
whoa.
you
we
will
don't-
you will die.
This is the first
don't
time
know.
Dart's DM'd for you, Nick.
We don't know.
No, but I understand this premise because he wants to make a deadly campaign.
I had a college friend. Story time, guys, real quick.
Yeah, story time.
I had a college friend who I lived with and was very close with. Her name was Shelby. We spent weeks working on a character history for her drow character she was going to fold into this very campaign, actually. First day she played, she got cleaved in half by a frost giant.
Wow.
And then refused to remake her character. So she actually only played in the campaign for one session.
Wow.
Do not think I will not kill you.
Yeah, no, but I mean that was kind of on both of you, right? From like the story, like the full story that you told us. She kind of stayed by the frost
It was some bad decisions.
then...
That's the thing. I'll kill you if you make bad decisions.
Yeah.
That's the real crux of it. But
Which this is a bad decision.
I mean that's up to dispute. The roles can go anyway.
Yeah.
All right, well, we get there. Read what Titus wrote. We stop the horses and we approach as best as we can, probably prone. Three of us will go to the back entrance. I don't know where Mr. Brecton wants to go. I'm assuming he'll go with Bjorn.
So you guys are splitting up.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
to the
I
drawbridge with one satchel. He's going to the whatever with all the others.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Bjorn's going with Brecton.
I'm going to ask Brecton to stay a ways away while I do this, because I need to sneak, so I say stay.
Okay, he says fuck that, then he's going with you guys.
Cool.
Bjorn's on his own. And the rest of you guys are looking for the back entrance?
Yeah, Korik or
Durden.
Please go with Bjorn just in case.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Durden, please stay
Yeah.
back. Need sneak.
Do you want someone quieter to go with you?
Yeah, maybe you should go with him.
Maybe
and I
not.
stay with
Not
these.
in shiny metal.
Look, I pat
Yeah.
Durden on the shoulder and I say, I like your shiny metal, but it's probably not best at the front entrance of the place we're going to destroy.
Yeah. Okay.
We split up like that. Korik and Bjorn. I'm a little hesitant to do that combo, but this time there's no prisoners to kill. A little relieved.
I mean, that
and then the
was
rest
on
of us
me,
go.
not Korik.
Well, no people to throw rocks at. We go to the back. Is there anyone guarding this entrance, Dart?
You don't know where the back entrance is.
Yeah, the dude.
Yeah, the
explained it
dude
to
told
The
us.
sewer entrance,
Yeah.
a ways off of the keep.
Yeah.
Did he give you directions there?
Yeah,
Yes, he marked it on their map.
because
Okay,
he
cool.
was going to die if he didn't. Like, I was just.
I mean, you guys weren't going to kill him. Well, you might have killed him.
You
No,
say that.
We were interrogating him with the fake intent to kill him. Is what I took it as.
I almost forgot to make all of this shit map layer.
We got a magical bag of
Give me a
dirt and it's
moment.
fun.
You can just select it
Yeah.
all and just make a map.
That's what I'm
layer.
doing right now.
Durden's
There's
bag of
magical
magical
bag
fun.
Yeah.
Get in there.
I love that.
I lost my marbles when you said it. It was so good. It's just like out of nowhere. You're like, welcome to the bag of fun.
Yep.
I mean, I can't top that.
Man, you just have to find like a bag of holding, and then have it actually a bag of
An
fun
actual
that you
bag
can
of fun.
put people
I'll
in.
put like a porcupine in there and just throw people in.
Yeah.
I hope it's really dark in there too.
Oh yeah. There's no air in it, so they suffocate. But you know, it's all right.
What was the Did you guys read on Reddit? There was a thread about D&D traps, and one of them was a barrel of monkeys. And so it's a barrel of infinite monkeys. So you can put it in your bag of holding and just open it up, and then monkeys just shoot out. Did you imagine that in combat? Like what if we're raiding an ogre keep and I'm just like, hold on. I just open my bag and monkeys just shoot into the keep.
Well,
Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited for this.
So Nick, what are you gonna reroll when your wizard dies?
She's not gonna die.
All right, I will read that later, Franco. All right, cool. I'll move you guys over to this map. We'll see how this shit goes.
Best map, NA.
The upper left hand.
hello.
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 By Durden's. Oh yeah, there we
Hello.
go.
Who's hosting now?
Me.
Okay, cool. Should be better.
Microwave.
There's no more microwave. I got a direct connection.
Praise be.
I know. I've been hosting everything. I am the hoster.
Yeah, I helped him actually get the right fucking drivers for his motherboard. Took me like
That he
20
did.
minutes, and he couldn't figure it out in a couple days. So
I didn't try.
What a friend.
Relax.
You're gonna see some like weird squiggles in some of these walls. That just means that it's an unpassable area.
Okay.
Because
Filled with
it was
traps.
getting a little confusing with white on black.
this is unpassable.
Hmm?
I think that's a drawbridge.
It's a drawbridge, yo.
Isn't Corrit going with me on?
Yeah.
Oh, we're at like the
Oh,
side view.
did I mix it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Porik's going with me
It's-
because he's not in fucking like metal armor. The
I'm
drawbridge
also
is down.
extremely.
Oh,
No,
it's
I
probably-
just did that to show that that's the drawbridge area.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize we were on like side view, so I was just
It's
confused.
okay.
Thought we were top down because
Well, they're top down in the sewer area.
okay. I don't even see the sewer area, so
Yeah, it's quite a ways away.
Yeah, I just zoomed over there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. You guys split up. We'll do Bjorn and Cork first because you guys are going to take a little while to get back there.
cool.
Bjorn and Cork. I guess everyone, as you come up upon the keep, you see that there are lights kind of along some torches here and there along the walls where humans are walking. However, ogres are not, as ogres can see in the dark, I do believe.
So ogres aren't walking on these
Yep.
walls.
Ogres have dark vision. If they are, I mean, you can, if you spend a little while and you look, you see some ogres here and there, but they're a lot harder to pick out as they aren't carrying torches.
Cool.
They're actually avoiding the guys who are carrying torches because it hurts their dark vision and their low light vision.
But I do see them every once in a while.
Yeah. The cloud, I mean, there's infrequent cloud cover tonight. It's not raining or anything like that. The moon's probably at about half. Maybe it's like waxing gibbous or something. So when the moon can peek through, you get some decent vision out of light, but most parts it's a pretty dark night. So you guys see them kind of patrolling. The drawbridge is up, and it's very quiet around Mog's Keep.
Is there actually a moat?
Yep, there's actually a moat.
Shoot.
The moat is probably about 20 feet down, and then the moat's like 15 feet across.
I do have my adventuring gear.
And there's spikes coming up from the keep side.
Yeah.
We can climb up those.
But they don't go up. They don't go up the wall. They're coming out of the dirt from the moat.
Okay. I know exactly what I'm gonna do here, so I'm going to wait until an ogre passes and is not looking at the moat. And then I'm going to, as quietly as possible, when there's no one watching, kind of slip into the water. I'm not going to dive in, I'm just going to kind of like slink into it. And the drawbridge is up, right? Because this would change my plans completely.
The drawbridge is up. Yeah, the drawbridge is up.
Okay,
it's not
cool.
down.
I'm gonna... How far across is the moat?
The moat's like 20 feet across.
Okay, cool.
No, 15 feet across, 20 feet down.
Okay.
20 down, 15 across.
I'm gonna be like under the water about 5 feet, and I'm gonna swim across, holding my breath.
So you slide down into the water?
Yeah, quietly, not like fucking cannonballing in, you know, just kind of like lower my body into it, swim over with the satchel, and I'm gonna set it in the middle of the gate.
Okay, roll me a dex.
Oh god, please do not fall into the water.
Actually, don't roll me a dex yet.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, roll me a dex. Roll me a dex.
I like your face.
What do you roll?
9.
Oh, fucking goddamn it, roll 20. My connection's fucked up right now, I guess. Okay, sure. You slide down into there, and then like on accident you kick a rock, and it makes a splash. Cork, where are you at during this?
I was going to be right on a 6.
I see.
Oh
you just
no, I
falling
would
right
have
behind him.
asked Korik earlier, like everybody else.
It's too
to
late,
stay back
motherfucker.
and-
Cork, where were you?
Fuck.
Well, I mean, it depends on what he tells me.
I mean, like
No,
beforehand.
it doesn't matter what he tells you. He already went down.
I mean,
God.
what would Bjorno say?
Bjorno.
Are you hiding
Sure.
back, or did you follow him?
I mean, I guess I would have stood back. It's like there's
You
no
would've held
reason
back.
for me to be there.
You're watching. Okay, as you're watching, you see like some torches kind of like move over as some people are looking down into the moat.
I mean, it's not
Okay.
that bad because hopefully it's during one of those clear spots where the water is very reflective.
Bjorn, you definitely kicked a rock. You know that was not your intention.
Yeah.
What do? You're now in the water.
I am in the water.
Yeah, you're in the water. I mean, you slid down
Uh,
into it. You just kicked an exit on your
I'm
way down.
going to hold my breath and continue swimming under the water. Hopefully, like I said, it's during one of those clear,
I
cloudy
mean,
parts.
the moat isn't huge, dude.
Yeah, no.
So you hold your breath, you swim down. How long
Yeah.
do you stay underwater?
A minute isn't too long.
Okay,
I mean,
give me a con, real.
At this point, I'm gonna be like right under the gate, I would assume.
Give me a con with a +1.
Cool, +2. I'm fine with this. Wait, let me just double check that real
Bjorn just drowns.
quick. No,
What'd
Thus
you get?
ends the tale of Bjorn.
I'm good.
What number did you get?
12.
12.
Oh, okay. You gotta tell me the numbers you get, guys, because I can't see roll 20 right now.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm trying to fix my overlay at the same time as doing this, so...
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, you slide down, you hold your breath for a while, and eventually you think, about a minute goes by and you peek up, and Cork, by this time, the guards have continued on their way. Bjorn, you are below the drawbridge. There's a couple spikes that you could use as handholds to get up. Where do you place the satchel charge, and how long do you set it for?
I set it in the middle of the drawbridge, but like at the bottom, so it would break off and crack and fall into the moat.
So you put it in the middle of the actual drawbridge?
No, in the middle, like at the bottom, centered in the middle, but at the bottom. Yeah. So it will crack and like fall off and fall into the water.
All right, well, you're not quite sure what it's gonna do when it explodes, but
yeah.
SETI.
Would you put a timer on it?
I put 5 minutes on it.
Okay.
And I scrambled
Bjorn
the
sets
fuck
it
out of
5
there.
minutes. Okay. Cool.
And I sneak
Some
back
time
the same
later,
way, hopefully.
Erlen, Durden, and fucking Becton? Is that her name?
Yeah. Bjorno doesn't fuck around. 5 minutes. Hurry your shit up.
Okay.
Well, this is something we should have discussed beforehand, but we didn't.
YOLO.
So.
All right, cool. Now we'll switch over to Erlen, Durden, and Becton. You go into this super nasty sewer entrance, and it kind of like weaves in a bit. You were met by a gate, but it wasn't a locked gate. And there's murky water on the ground. It comes up to about ankle high. It smells like ogre shit down here, which I can tell you smells absolutely terrible.
I rolled a 4 on my channel water.
Oh no. Oh no. You have never failed that before. I need to decide what it does.
Oh, if you collapse into the shitty water.
Well, before I go into the water, I cast this.
Okay. So this is still outside of the sewer entrance then?
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming you didn't say anyone was guarding it, so.
Nope, no one was guarding it. No, I was actually assuming you guys were already going in.
No, I mean, we just got there.
Fuck you, internet. I don't know why my internet's being such shit right now.
Because you got your parents that new computer?
I still haven't done that yet.
Oh, well then.
Alright, anyway. Channeling water. Alright. So, you bend the elements of water around you for a second, and everything seems to be going fine, and then it just stops going fine. The water around you starts to move and vibrate and swirl and swish, and you guys hear this gentle rumbling going on. You can't quite tell if it's behind you, around you, and Becton's like, what the fuck is that? Then suddenly you realize it's out of the cave, the entrance of the sewers. There's this building top sewer water gross shit that's coming towards you three. What do?
I'm gonna quickly channel air. I rolled a 13, and I'm gonna use a blast of air onto this thing to maybe
try and push it back.
Yeah.
Durden, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get behind my shield and move back.
All right, give me a dex and a con. Well, give me a con if you fail your dex.
What happens with my force of power?
We'll see.
All right.
I'm so happy I went with Bjorn. Like, Bjorn doesn't try and mess with nature. This is what you get. You get a shit tsunami.
9 on my dex.
9 on dex. Okay, but you're still covering yourself with your shield. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Becton just dives. He just fucking dives right into the bushes. He's just like, fuck this.
Oh, hold on. I thought we were walking inside.
You guys were about to.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Then
out of the way instead of fucking using my channel water. I'm gonna move out of the way. I thought you said that it was going fine, so we started walking in, and then this shit happened.
It was more like your channel water was going fine, and then it suddenly didn't.
Gotcha. I'm diving out of the way. Sorry.
Okay, you'll dive out of the way. That's fine. Roll me another dex then.
8.
Okay, you guys all dive out of the way as this tidal wave of ogre shit just floods out of this sewer entrance and just leaves this giant trail. It's gross. And it's terrible.
Someone must have flushed the toilet. Let us try again. I'm still channeling water, I guess, because I already rolled for that.
Try again after that.
I shrugged and I proceed inside.
Okay, you guys proceed in, and roll 20 needs to fucking open for me right now.
Hey Dart, real quick, while there's a little break in the action, can you give Cliff Notes on this campaign real quick?
To who?
Someone in the chat, so just speak it.
Dude, somebody else can give Cliff Notes
Yeah,
while I
just
get my
type it
fucking
out, dude.
open.
He's busy DMing.
I know. But while I was trying to get it open.
I can't even open roll 20. You think I can open up your stream chat?
Well, no, I was just gonna say you could like tell.
I guess I could. Yeah, I could tell them.
Yeah.
Use your typing.
Words. Okay.
What the fuck?
I feel bad. I wasn't watching your stream.
Oh no, it's cool, man.
Well, probably because I'm in the game. That's
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna watch it right now. I forgot.
I mean, you can watch on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
It's like, I mean, you've got more airtime than like most TV shows.
Yeah. Especially on Sundays when we go forever and ever.
Man, go at like 8 hours weekends.
All right.
Oh, I-
Do you guys know what a dying elephant sounds like?
No. I'm sure you're gonna play it
God,
through SoundCloud though.
turned down
I
my
wish.
volume.
If only
fine.
roll 20 would open.
Okay, cool. We can imagine what a dying elephant sounds like.
I want to actually get a clip of a dying.
Well,
I
don't do a clip, dude. Just improvise.
Okay, sure. As you guys enter into the sewers, a lot of the water is like receded to where you would expect it to be. Like you can see, easily discernible areas where the water level was a moment ago, but now it has since lowered from that giant tidal wave that flushed out. Becton has a torch out. I should note because he does not have dark vision.
I asked him to just wait outside with Durden or something.
All right, you ask him this as you three are go. Is Durden not going in either?
No, I'll go in. Unless he wants me to wait outside, in which case I would wait outside.
I mean, I would assume that this is kind of it involves stealth, right? So I assume that the super loud people in chainmail would probably wait outside or maybe walk up to a point where I had to.
Chainmail doesn't make noise. Jeez, the banded mail might.
And the scale mail.
Once we get to a point where I can climb up into the thing, I guess I would just ask them to stop. But they can come.
I have scale mail instead of chainmail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scale mail is a bit more noisy than chainmail.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I'm just,
Gotcha. So anyway, as you guys are entering into the sewers, you pass through this, this exit tunnel or entrance tunnel, whatever you want to call it, and you end up in the main sewer area where it shows on the map, the left and the right. Kind of, there's some rubble on your right side that seems to have fallen down at some point long ago, but then this screech that sounds like a cross between a dying elephant and an overeager vulture just echoes through these sewer halls from several different directions, as you can hear echoing, and it's like.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to the
All of
hospital.
the hair on
My
all
ears
of the
are
back of your necks rises up, and you no longer feel safe.
Oh, really quick, retroactively, was I able to prepare new spells for this or no?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just changing the dispel magic to 1 slice.
Right.
Heal slice.
So you guys hear that, and then the sewers go quiet again.
Okay. Looking around, is there any ladders going up directly here?
Not here.
Any idea what the fuck that was? Can I make a spell for? I have lived in cities.
Oh shit! Sure.
It was
10.
Mog's mother.
10. You know that sewers are very much, oftentimes, homes for very dangerous creatures. You have heard rumors and myths, old wives' tales, and frightened children speak of creatures that live in such disgusting and uninhabitable places that with long tentacles and fearsome maws and a bite that will inflict a disease so terrible upon you that you will wish to kill yourself. And their cries sometimes sound like that.
Look up. That's yeah. If we meet something like that, it's probably best to run away from it. If we can't, don't get bitten. You'll be sick.
And I need Roll20 open for this shit.
I mean, I guess I begin going forth, but very, very slowly, making as little sound as I can. And I'd peer into any of the halls. I'd go up against the wall, peer in, and then pull back.
Okay, well, I'm going to restart my computer real quick.
Ah, okay.
No.
I'll be right back, guys.
So Nick's house, cool. Okay, that doesn't matter much. The overlay is just gonna be shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some food.
Cool. While he's gone, I'm just gonna pick up the story where I left off in the chat because typing sucks. As he threw his weapon out, Erlen and Durden bursted into the room. They questioned the would-be thief, learned that her brother, who she lived on a farm with for a while, which was the farm got burned down by some highwaymen, went missing about a month ago. To go find said highwaymen. We go out, we find Cork's sword after he threw it out the window, and someone else took it and hid it. I laid a trap where the sword was. We went off, did our thing to go find the guy whose name is Henry, who went to the Blue Sigil, which is this mercenary group that's mainly ogres. We killed a lot of people. They didn't know where Henry was. Someone else help me here. I feel like I'm missing something important.
We went to the mercenary encampment. We found out that the mercenary encampment was actually, while they're not getting work from the town, are raiding the caravans. We, in this case, found that Henry might be stationed in this certain area, so we went to see. Once we got there, we found a small encampment. No one there was Henry, but we got news, or actually Bjorn went out and he saw some smoke on the horizon near the road, and a caravan was raided. We set an ambush. Surprisingly, we got out of that without too much casualties on our part. Rescued 2 captives. We found, or I incapacitated 3 of the bandits that were human to interrogate later. Bjorn here nicely killed them while interrogating them by accident while we weren't paying attention. And Korik watched. I'm a little salty. We, at this point, rode these 2 captives that we found, along with the 3 prisoners that we got from the other bandit camp back to the town. We held a meeting where the people that we rescued testified, and when the prisoner was brought in, they were reluctant to say anything about them being part of the Blue Sigil, so I charm person somebody. After that happened, the woman Harriet Gostel, she got super pissed, and she is like, I guess, the driving force in this town. So we made a very powerful enemy. We got summoned by the mage of the city to talk with them. Got information that we'd probably get screwed if we went to that meeting place without doing anything tonight. So he gave us explosive charges to go and blow up the encampment. It is my theory that he... Oh, Dart's back. Cool, let's continue.
Well, I still got to get roll 20 to open.
Okay. It's my theory that he has his own place in this, and an army coming here would ruin something for him. He probably wanted us to be discreet with these satchels, as no one knows, so us bringing this NPC probably endangers him in a certain way. You got back in?
Just about. And actually, roll 20 actually opened.
Nice.
I'm hopeful.
Do you guys have Starburst in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just got a pack of Starburst. And then
Is
I
your
come...
first one?
No. Oh, no. But my mom was like, what did they used to call them? I don't fucking know. So she made me Google them.
What did they used to call them?
Apparently, they were once called opal fruits.
Oh, that's awful. Good thing they changed it.
Mm.
Opal fruits.
I'm just picturing a little dwarf eating Starburst, and it's the funniest shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, now I really want some Starburst. Oh well. I drank some mead the other day, thinking it was gonna be good. I was very wrong.
Welcome back, Dart. How's it going?
Dude, I don't know what's up with my fucking internet right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to reset my fucking router for once.
Did your parents, by any chance, buy a new microwave?
No.
Damn it.
And my router doesn't sit underneath my fucking microwave either because I'm not a fool.
Listen, you don't live in a small apartment, okay? There's nowhere else to put that fucking microwave. If I want it to be in the kitchen, it's gonna be in the middle of both of my things. Otherwise, I can put it in my fucking bathroom and have it fall while I'm taking a shower. I don't fucking know.
I mean, just put it in the fridge or somewhere else, like under the sink.
Dude, those don't help. They're both the same location.
I know what you mean.
God.
I've been in a small place before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you're in.
Yes!
Cool. So
I like your...
now we are going to go destroy the keep, and that's where we are.
Cool. So, yeah, you guys... Which way did you go, Erlen? To...
Left.
Left? Okay. You go listen?
I listen and I hug the wall and I check any sort of like corridors that sprout from this with my head kind of peeking in and go very, very slow. In the words of Jen, I move silently, use my listen skill, I activate everything. I don't fucking know what else there was. I hide in shadows.
Let's see if we got the scale right.
I am one with the
Shit, that's
darkness.
way too far. Alright. So, this is what you see. You have a view down these hallways. These sewers are very uneven. It seems that they were kind of put onto this keep as an extension after the fact, so they were dug in after the keep was...
I don't know if you're muted or lagging, dude.
Lagging. Yep, see.
I got really scared and thought that it was happening for me again.
No, I think he's crashing.
Oh, D'Artagnan.
Oh.
Frozen at such a bad spot too.
Maybe it's because his parents. Maybe it's because his parents are killing his internet because he didn't buy the computer. It's revenge.
What did I see?
I'm gonna reset my router.
Yeah,
Okay.
no worries.
He didn't buy them the computer because they were indecisive, not because he was lazy.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got this, Nick. Alright, you go to your left, and you see not one, but two beholders. And those beholders cast a magic spell. And they summon a microwave, and outside of the microwave pops out not two, but three Tarrasques.
I actually have a skill called Tame Tarrasque.
Uh-huh. Roll it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that right now. I have 50.
Okay, well you needed 51, so the Tarrasque...
Actually, sorry, I got my modifier incorrect. I rolled at a 44, not a 45.
Oh, okay. So,
Well, then you
so
have to
succeeded?
re-roll
Yeah, I
completely.
succeeded.
No, he has to re-roll. You know, he got it wrong.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
610.
Okay, well, the thing is,
I leveled
now
6 last.
you now have three Tarrasque friends, and
Yeah.
what they do is they just eat you because they love you so much.
Okay. I have
I cast-
immunity to Tarrasque eating though.
No, it's alright. I cast Create Lich
Mm-hmm.
on myself and
what
become
is-
Lich.
Okay, what is your new Lich name? Because that's the most important part. I think your power scales with how many syllables you have in your Lich name. So why don't you just give us a sample?
I'm not as good as not bursting into laughing as you guys. My new lich name is
Dwarf.
Fell, Bad, Evil, Darkness, Drow, Master Lord, Killer, Slayer.
Okay. I would also like to tell you that you have a skill called Tame Tarrasques
Oh, that's good.
in your Lich repertoire. And Nick, you have three pet Tarrasques that you can... what happens is they all have a magical spell. Because they were summoned from a microwave, they can combine via Voltron into three super Tarrasque. I mean, what do you want your Voltron Tarrasque to look like?
I think it turns into their natural form of just like the original microwave.
It's a super microwave?
Yeah. Well, the first microwave ever invented, the origins of the microwave is what they turn into. The god of microwaves.
I'm crying right now.
Cam,
Yeah.
you have Bjorn, and you know you see something in the light of the moon,
Uh-huh.
and out of the moon comes a chariot. Atop the chariot is a wolf
Yeah.
riding, and what the wolf does is it opens its mouth, and you just hear "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal.
Oh, okay.
The sky just turns into a rainbow, and you get 50 wishes. So,
Cool.
what's your first wish?
I wish that I didn't have to speak Broken Common. Boom.
Okay, you now speak broken Orcish.
Wish,
Cool.
wish for an encore.
I wish for this to never end.
Your eyeballs turn into rainbows.
Fucking dragon from Neverending Story appears.
I thought I'd fill some time while we're just chilling here.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. You made Dirty
Oh, that
cry.
hurts. That hurts.
Did I really get you, Scott?
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
I fucking love.
Could you
I
imagine
love,
what it's like?
I love Durden's new name because he just turned into an angsty teen.
Yeah.
Lord Kingslayer. Just
It's like a. I mean, that's like an album you would buy at like Hot Topic.
yeah.
Maybe. Holy shit! That's what the Lich. He like transcends time and space.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
That's amazing. You just your new Lich just exists in all campaigns all the time.
Mhm.
That's quite powerful. But it certainly it's going to be hard to Tarrasque microwave.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay.
And-
I will distract the Tarrasque microwave with the sweet, sweet music.
He's
D'Artagnan!
hearing someone else sing it. It's hilarious.
Hey,
What's up?
You missed.
I have like
You missed those,
45
like-
wishes left, so I mean,
I became a lich.
All right.
Nick summoned 3 Tarrasques.
Bjorn's anus has prolapsed.
I wish for it to not prolapse.
Durden's penis has prolapsed.
Oh,
Anybody else do any crazy shit while I was gone?
Yeah, Nick tamed 3 Tarrasques.
All right.
But you can blame this all on
Your
Korik.
eyeballs have fallen out of your skull.
Blame this on Korik. He took over the DM stuff while you were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Korik gets 1,000,000 gold.
Hashtag blame
What?
Korik.
I just wanted to fill time while we were all sitting here bored.
All right, cool. Perfect.
Okay.
So
What do I
yeah,
see?
you see once again. You see that. Well, actually, we'll go with Durden on this because he would have a better idea of this than you would.
I mean, I'm peering around.
Yeah, no, you're pretty. You don't really see anything. You just see uneven hallways for the sewer system that seems to be haphazardly thrown in. Durden, just looking at like the stonework and the area around you, you can tell that this area was built after the construction of the keep.
Oh shit!
As
I
like
can talk to the stone.
yeah, as like an addition. So, do you want to talk to the stone?
Yeah, I should do that. Holy shit! Yeah. Let me roll.
I love this ability.
I failed.
You put your hand on the stone to talk to it, and you're like, "Stone, give me guidance." And the stone's like, "No."
Hey, fuck this cave, man.
Like
Fuck this cave.
You feel that you should have some kind of connection going on, but it's just not there, and you start feeling more and more stones. You're super confused as to what's going on. Just there's nothing happening.
You right there, Durden?
You go out to press another stone that's pushed into this wall, and it just falls out, and immediately just falls into this big puddle that was before you, and this kadoosh, big splash happens, and you get some shit water on you.
Durden, what are you doing?
What a jerk.
Hey, this cave's a fucking jerk, man.
I see. It's not a cave. I can.
This shit, I meant to.
Should I go down this path or should I continue down this one?
I don't know. He won't tell me shit all. You just keep going.
Did you tell me that this one looks like it's been built after?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I tell you.
All right. I go down the way that looks like it's been built afterwards.
Well, all of the ways do.
All of that? Oh.
Yeah. The whole sewer looks like it was built after the keep was.
Okay, I'm gonna go continue down the main hall and just keep looking into it until it starts looking different.
So are you hugging the wall, or are you going down this little?
Hugging the wall.
Hugging the wall. Durden, I assume you stick with him. Her.
I don't know. Like, I shout to Erlen, "Do you want it to stay back or?"
It's up to you. Just if you do move, make sure that you do it quietly.
All right. Just start walking forwards.
Okay. Well, you know what? Just stay there, and I'll call you over if you get attacked. I guess. I smell.
We'll keep our distance or whatever.
Thank you. I continue my way.
Time because these hallways are a little too wide.
I'm also looking around at the surroundings as well. If there's any tripwires or anything like that I might notice. Any holes in the wall?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of holes in the walls.
Like circular.
Yeah, this place is rough as shit. Like just looking through it, and you've seen a lot of sewers before, Erlen. And these sewers are the worst you've ever seen. As far as most sewers, like they have straight pathways, and you can see down them for a long time, and there's some kind of organization. This almost just seems to be like a shitty cave that has a bunch of shit in it. Like a lot of shit in it.
Yeah, I was right.
And a lot of places that's caved in, like behind on your side. And it looks like maybe that you could crawl up that a little bit, and maybe you could end up somewhere. But it seems a little ways up, and it gets a little tight. And so it's really dark as well. There's holes in the wall all over the place. You hear squeaks every now and then of critters running around. But it's also pretty quiet. Like every now and then you'll hear a squeak from a rat or something like that, or some shuffling down these ways. But prolonged periods of silence are not uncommon.
Okay. I continue cautiously.
Okay.
With them kind of waiting far behind so that they don't cause any alarm to me.
Okay.
I see something red.
It's the blood of evil.
The cave is bleeding.
So you come up to this very narrow corridor that Brechton's going to have to squeeze to get through. But you look on ahead, and it opens up some more as it goes. Let's see a little bit farther than that. Yeah, continues to open up.
I go down it.
We continue on. You're keeping on the lookout for traps. You see nothing of the sort. I assume you guys are walking out of the sewer water a little bit, because there's like raised up areas on either side. In some places you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Like hopscotch your way to stay out of the poop water.
Yeah.
And you find your first ladder up, which I'm going to mark with green.
I tell them that I will go up this one and scout up ahead. I just wait down here, and I should return hopefully.
Oops.
I hand them one satchel. If I don't return within 30 minutes, or if you hear explosions, place them, set off the timer, and get out. At the entrance, so there's no other ladders, because like over here where we entered. So there.
Cool. Erlen, you go up. Darden, Brechton. Brechton's kind of like looking around very cautiously. He still has his torch out. Did you tell him to put it out by now? Because he would have adamantly insisted on keeping it because it's the only way you can see.
If we're getting too far into this, I would have asked him to wait outside, even.
You guys are 200 feet into this place. 240 feet into this place.
I mean, if we walked this far already with him out, I mean, I begrudgingly accept that he will keep it up on.
He is very, very much not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Cool. So you start heading up the ladder. And you peek your head out from the sewer entrance, and you see, you're inside the keep walls. You are near the main barracks. It's on your right, where a lot of sleeping quarters are, and there seems to be a stable on your left. And then back towards the center of the keep area, there is the main keep itself, the big kind of castle walls and things like that.
Okay. Any guards around that are easily noticeable right now?
Not right now.
Okay.
There seem to be some lights and some ogres and stuff you can kind of make out along the walls, but there's no guards in the actual keep area. In the actual barracks stable area where you're at.
How far away am I from the actual entrance to these barracks?
You are about... What does that say? Like 430 feet? 500 feet or so?
Oh shit, so I'm far away from the barracks.
No, I thought you meant from the keep entrance.
No, the barracks entrance.
Oh, no. Probably 40, 50 feet.
The barracks, is it built up against a wall, or is it a separate...
There's an alleyway behind it.
Okay.
But probably only 10 feet across.
If after surveying the area it looks like I can get to the barracks, the alleyway, I would do so.
Yeah, you can get up there pretty easily.
Okay. I go ahead and do so. Does it seem that can I hear anything coming from inside the barracks from here? Are there any windows to the barracks?
Yeah, there's a couple windows. You can peek inside a few of them.
Yeah, I peek inside. Are people just asleep?
Yeah, there's a lot of asleep people in there.
Okay. What I want to do is try to sneak into the barracks that are probably, are they primarily like humans, or do ogres sleep here too?
Ogres and humans inside.
Okay. As long as it seems fairly restless, I want to kind of sneak in through probably... Is the front door, is it lit by torches?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
I kind of peek around. Any ogres around?
I mean, you see a few walking around, but they're a good 150, 200 feet off.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and...
The only way you really know they're there is you can hear them talking and moving around, and ogres are not a quiet species.
I'll go in for the front door then instead of opening a window.
Okay. You head in the front door, and you hear an enormous explosion.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Just...
From the front gate?
And then, from the front gate. And, you stabilize yourself, Durden. You are below ground, and, dirt falls from the ceiling. As the entirety of this cave is violently shaken. Erland, you barely hold yourself up from the strength of this explosion. And then you feel...
How far away could I have moved in this time away from the bomb?
5 minutes, man. You guys could have got really far away.
Cool, because I would head back towards the horses-ish.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys get back. You see this enormous explosion. There's a little bit of fire, so there's some light that blinks and almost blinds you at the beginning of the explosion. But after that, it's just sheer force as dust, dirt, and then huge stones that are cracked off of the outside wall are just splintered off and are thrown in all these different directions.
Okay. This is my action. Okay.
A giant rock falls through the barracks, by the way, and destroys the ceiling and makes a big crater.
Awesome. This is my action. I believe I'm still holding air, correct?
Yep.
We continued that. One is throw something with perfect accuracy. How far away does it look like I am from the very main building where maybe the chieftain would reside in?
This place is about... You're probably 200 feet.
Throw something with perfect accuracy. Can I make the throw?
You can try.
It's a hold.
I know. You're pretty sure. I mean, you're not going to know just implicitly. It's yeah, I can make that shot. It's up. It's 200 feet out, and you have to arc it up so that it falls down and hits it in. You going to do it?
I'm going to take out 2 sacks. One, I'm going to go ahead and try to toss it in. The air, it surrounds it. Trying to keep it more concise so that the shit inside doesn't rattle as it's flying, and as it crashes, it would rattle. I don't know if that's a possibility. I'm trying.
I mean, it's gonna hit there with a bunch of force. So.
Yeah, I just don't want it to explode in midair.
Yeah, probably. Well, you'll have to see.
God damn it! I'm gonna.
I can't give you the answers to the universe before you make the action.
Okay, I'm gonna make that action. I'm gonna use a hold of my channel air to throw it with perfect accuracy to the very entrance to that building, and then the other bag that I have, I'm gonna just place it very gently at the very entrance to this barracks. So when people run outside, it's gonna explode, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna, I guess, run. Where I'm even gonna jump, use my other hold of my channel air to get back to the sewer entrance. What am I rolling for the throw?
Nothing. You throw it. It's a hold, man. It sails through the air, arcing up. You see it go.
Okay. I mean, these actions all at the same time. Before it lands, I'm going to throw this, and then I'm going to jump the fuck.
You don't see it fly through the air.
Yeah.
You just toss it and hope it makes it.
Yeah.
I had my because my music and my Skype chat is in separate audio feeds, and I had the music up at the max volume, It just started playing and burst my eardrums.
Every single time I join a fucking Roll20 with music still playing, it resets my things and just explodes my ears. Every single time without fail.
Alright, so you
and I'm
toss this.
Yeah.
And then you put another one down on the ground.
Yeah.
And then?
I'm using another hold of my channel air to... I put it in the entrance, I want to make that clear, so when they run out, they're going to step on it.
Yep.
I'm evil as fuck, apparently, for doing this. I feel very bad, but whatever. And I'm going to use my one more hold of my air to get back to the sewer entrance.
Sewer entrance?
Yes.
Okay. So you make it right to the sewer entrance.
Fuck
right?
that. I'm getting up to one of the walls.
Okay, so you're going up to one of the walls?
Yes, and I hope that the shaking of the earth is enough to give them warning to get the fuck out of the sewers, because I'm not risking getting back over there.
All right, so you abandon your friends and you jump to the top of the wall.
Oh fuck! It's not. They wouldn't know. Okay, I wouldn't do that. Fuck! I get to the sewer entrance.
Erilyn pauses for a moment as she considers jumping up to the top.
Yeah.
And then
Pull out a white.
I go to the fucking sewer entrance.
Okay, so you go to the sewer entrance instead after much deliberation.
Yes, I'm gonna open it and yell, "Get the fuck out!" and then I'm gonna jump to the top of the wall.
Okay, you open it to yell, "Get the fuck out!" and as you do so, the satchel that you threw lands and explodes.
Yeah.
And the impact and the shockwave of this throws you off of your balance and you slam into the wall, like the actual keep wall.
Okay.
Roll me a d6.
3.
Cool. You take 3 damage as you feel your back bruise incredibly roughly, and the sewer entrance is still kind of ajar, is flopping around. Durden, you're still down there, and the entrance to the sewer has then collapsed, and you see a bunch of rocks now falling down towards you as you were trapped underground.
We're so fucked. We're so fucked.
You know,
So do I have to roll out of the way of them, or?
Yeah, you roll out of the way, no problem. But that ladder is fucked. There is no more ladder. Erilyn, you look over to where you were talking to your friends, and it seems to have caved in.
Real quick, who
Bjorn
has
and
satchels?
Korik outside, you hear another big explosion, and you see the keep kind of crumple a little bit, and then something gives way, and half the keep collapses on itself.
Does
And
the
at this
big
point,
main
there's
tower
alarms
of the
sounding.
keep fall down, or the main building?
Yeah. The main tower didn't, but the 2 front parts of it since collapsed. Keeps half
Hold on.
destroyed.
Yeah.
I have to bard for a second. I say to myself, looks like there's a pretty big party going on there. Someone's bringing down the house, and that's my barding for the day.
I wish I was playing a character that would get that, because I would high five the shit out of you right now.
Nice.
All right, Erilyn, you have jumped. Well, no, you've been knocked back. It is collapsed before you. Durden's stuck down there. You don't know where Bjorn and Korik are.
To the top of one of these.
Okay. Up there to the top. Up there.
As far away from the barracks as I can get.
Yeah. You jump pretty far away.
Okay.
Probably 50, probably 100 feet at this point from the barracks, since you were already 50 feet away.
I look back over the wall, or over this keep. Does it seem that there are any other buildings that are there besides the barracks and the main keep?
Yeah, there's a lumber mill, on the other side of the keep.
Yeah.
There's a couple other buildings over there. You're not really quite sure what for. There's some training grounds.
Yeah.
There's the front entrance of this whole area, the whole Mog's Keep, is in utter ruins. The drawbridge, it's gone. There's a big ass crater where that drawbridge was. And it's just a lot of the wall has fallen into the moat. There's people laying around missing limbs. There's blood splatters everywhere. There's body parts all over the place. And a couple ogres up on this this wall notice you. They're as they see you do not have a torch, and every human on the wall has a torch.
How far away are they from me?
They're 30 feet away from you. They're just
Um, 30 feet away from me. Okay. How big are the radius of these explosions?
Oh, they're enormous.
Enormous?
They're bigger than 30 feet.
Okay. Looking over the actual thing, does it seem like there's any gathering of people somewhere? Or is it just complete mayhem? Any other buildings that have...
It's complete mayhem. Everyone's nobody knows what's going on. There's a lot of screaming going on. You know, people are shouting alarms. There's other people are screaming because their body parts have been torn asunder.
Where are these alarms from?
Just like kind of all over the place. There's some ogres being like, "Battle stations!" Like in their ogre language.
What are these battle stations?
I mean, it's an ogre, so.
Huh?
It's an ogre, so.
I just like to think Erlen's standing in front of, like, 30 feet in front of these couple ogres, just sitting there, like, looking around the keep, like, yeah.
This is like a second of looking. It just takes a long time of actual talking. I'm gonna place, I guess, the last satchel I actually have down where I'm standing, and then I'm just gonna jump out gently down where I'm standing, and I'm just gonna jump using my last hold across the moat. You said it was 20 feet, so I'm assuming that I can just do this. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, so you just bail out of the keep. Like,
yeah, and I'll continue running.
So Durden has two then? Two satchels? Because we've only.
I don't know. I know
so
I had three. I know I had three. Where the other two are? No. Oh, yeah.
Three.
Where the other two? I don't know. Durden has one at least.
Okay, I have one.
Durden should have two then.
Okay, I have two.
Bjorn had one.
Maybe Korik has one. I don't know.
What? No, I wouldn't have one.
No.
We'll just say that Durden had two.
I only have money. That's all I got.
I'm gonna start running towards the entrance to the sewer once I get out.
Okay, you're running that way. It's gonna take you a little while. Durden, you are trapped below ground with Brecton, and Brecton's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Is like this way still free?
I mean, it's kind of shaky, perhaps.
Okay. I just look at him and I go, "Should we get the fuck out of here?"
He's like, "Yes, please, let's go."
Then I just run out.
Alright, you start running that way. I had all this set up, but then this shit happened. You start running. You two are both just booking it for the entrance. You're like, fuck this shit, let's get out of here. You have to squeeze through this little corner a little bit. And then on the other side of this corner, you see...
Fun!
This! These tentacles are like waving in the air, and its big mouth is gaping and drooling, and it's like, and it's like running towards you guys.
Okay. If I dropped a satchel on the floor and then ran in the opposite direction, how far away could I get before it stood on the satchel?
You do not know, but it is charging at you.
Okay, fuck it.
Oh god!
It's gonna be real bad, guys.
Oh god!
Yes.
You drop the satchel?
Yeah, and then I just start running.
Okay. Give me a con to see how fast you can run. I guess
you're gonna kill her fucking NPC.
Give me a dex to see how fast you can run.
What, sorry?
Just give me a dex.
Dex, okay.
Look, I can let you reroll Defy Danger.
10.
Perfect!
Oh.
Alright, Durden. It's like a Tom Cruise movie. You know every Tom Cruise movie where he runs as fast as he can and has a real running montage?
Yeah.
You are like the dwarf version of Tom Cruise right now. And you are just booking it down this hallway. You're just like... The fear in your eyes after seeing the dripping maw of this shit-eating monster as you were running. So, write exactly for me. Use some kind of red marker or something. Exactly where you put this thing.
Okay. Exactly. I put it here.
Okay. So this Otugia is trying to force its way, and you hear its maw just snapping and snarling as it's trying to get through this tight little entrance. As you're running down, you're just blindly running off into the darkness. You see all these
I probably
places.
run this way.
Okay, so you run that way instead.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are running away. Okay. I thought you guys... I was so confused.
Oh yeah, no, that was very clear. They were running away. So you make it down here, and about at this point, you were thrown from your feet as this incredible explosion just tears through the cave. Erlen, you're about... Oh, you can't even see yourself right now because I have this area